Well, good evening and welcome into the Bank of Colorado Event Center and welcome into 2026. It's time for Northeastern Junior College Plains Women Basketball as the Plains Women get set to take on Laramie County Community College. It's their final tune-up before the sub-region begins on Saturday in Scotts Bluff. Our pregame show is brought to you by Northeastern Junior College. From Plains to possibilities, Northeastern Junior College has the educational path for you. Whatever that may be, welding, firefighting, a degree that'll transfer, they've got every path. Visit njc.edu and set up your tour today. Plains Women come out of Christmas break 3-11, while Laramie County Community College comes out of break 7-7. Both battled with some injuries prior to Christmas break. And talking with head coach Danielle Ronaldo, who played basketball here at NJC, she's now the head coach for El Trip. Her team's been battling the illness since coming out of break, but she thinks they're back and ready to go. They do have one more non-league game before they start next weekend in their sub-region, whereas NJC will start this weekend in their sub-region. The Plains Women are as healthy as they're going to be coming out of Christmas break. They have everybody suited that's going to be suited this season tonight. You've got back after an injury. She's now wearing a face mask, Markella Pissarra, the freshman from Greece. She is back. Yali Benarouche is fully back after a long break. Daniela Garcia-Gasco is feeling a lot better. So I'm excited to see what this Plains Women team can do. When you look at NJC, it's not like they got blown out by a lot of people. El Trip is one of the few teams that blew NJC out the way they did prior to break, 93-48 when these two teams played in November. This Plains Women team has the tools to do some good things, but now is the time to put it together. What kind of chemistry do you have? You've got 3-4 practices underneath your belt. What is this team going to look like? That's the question that's going to be answered in this game. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll talk about what the key is to the contest next. You're listening to Northeastern Junior College Plains Women Basketball on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center where we head toward tip-off of 2026 for Northeastern Plains Women basketball. First of two games back-to-back. We'll have the Plains men tomorrow at 5:30 against Casper right here on 94.5 The Ranch and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. And for this Plainswoman basketball team, there's one thing that I'm really looking. I talked about trying to find their identity. Who is this team? What they're going to be in 2026? It's our key to the contest. Is brought to you by Carpet Comfort Center, the largest selection of flooring in Northeast Colorado. The flooring you need, the professional installation you deserve. Stop by in the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center in Sterling, where comfort is their middle name. This L-Trip team has 3 starters, 6 foot, 6'1", 5'10". NJC isn't that big. You bring a bunch of 5'8", you have a 6'1", and a 6'3", and a 6'2" that come off the bench for this L-Trip team. NJC doesn't have that kind of size. They're 5'6", they're 5'5", they're 5'10". Yeah, you've got Daniela Garcia-Gasco, but somebody like Riley Phelps, who's 5'9", has a large load on her shoulder. And the thing that I'm looking at, Riley displayed that to me in the games that I watched for the Plainswoman prior to break. We only had the opportunity to cover one, but I've watched a couple more and took some time over break to see some of the games that I hadn't yet for this team. It's that want-to. This team rebounds really well. Daniela Garcia-Gasco has 12 rebounds in her career, away from being top 10 on the NJC all-time rebounding list. So there's obviously a good want to in that regard, but it's going to be tested today. This L-Trip team, as mentioned, is big, and you're going to have to get the right position. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to battle. Knowing the officials that are here tonight, I've seen plenty of their games. I think they're going to let this game play for a while. So you're going to have the opportunity to try and impose your will, but you have to impose your will. You have to want to do that. It's not an easy thing. Like, scoring's easy. If you're going to run and drop 85, 90 points a night, that's easy, man. But doing the things that get you the 35, 40 rebounds a game, coming up with those steals, hanging on to the basketball. NJC struggled with that in some of their losses prior to break with the big amount of turnovers. I think a realistic number for this team is probably 16. If you can just have 4 turnovers a quarter, I think things are going to be in a solid spot for the Plainswomen. So those little pieces, those little want-tos, and it's where you win games out of break. I've seen so many games here at NJC right out of Christmas break where the athletes come back on, Saturday or whatever the case may be. That was the case here for the Northeastern Junior College Plainswomen in coming back to campus on Saturday. NJC, you have just 3 and 4 practices together, and now you've got to get out on the floor, and you got to want to. You've got to come out, and you have to want to get on there. And if you can do that, you can win a game that, on paper you shouldn't win. You lost the first time you played to this team by 45 points. On paper, NJC shouldn't win this one. But I think they have an opportunity if they do those little things right. Rebound the basketball, don't turn it over, and keep it low scoring, because NJC's not going to win a game in the 90s. We don't have that kind of offense here at NJC this season, but they can win a game in the 60s. And that's the kind of game that I expect NJC to try and bring this one into tonight. You heard Gabe Weiss talk about it on the Inside Northeastern podcast, available on Spotify. We just need to understand our role. Every player has a role on this team. You got to do that. That's the key to getting the win. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will meet starters and have tip-off next. It's NJC, it's L-Trip, Plainswoman basketball on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center, it's 45 degrees outside and the perfect temperature for basketball here at NJC as we hit our pregame festivities. They're brought to you by Bailey Mechanical. Bailey Mechanical is your local Lennox dealer. Don't take your comfort for granted. Keep your home and cooling system inspected and maintained. 970-522-0471. 3-11 out of break for NJC, 7-7 for El Trip, but both have high expectations for the 2026 half. I think both these teams feel like they can be top 4 teams in their sub-region and hosting an opening round game in the Region 9 tournament. And that's got to be the goal right now. Get yourself top 2. If you can't get top 2, top 4, so you play the opening round game here at home. Let's go to the public address announce system and get this underway.
We was lurking on her. Ain't show no mercy on her. We was going back to back. We put a curfew on her. It was dark clouds on us. That was perfect for us. You know, you always crash and burn, but it was working for us. Let my tent to be 12.
Good evening and welcome to the Bank of Colorado Event Center for tonight's Region 9 basketball contest between the visiting Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles and your Northeastern Plains Women. Before we meet the starters this evening, we ask that everyone please rise and remove cover as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineups for this evening's contest. First for the visitors, the Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles. A sophomore wearing number 11, Selenai Tunick. A sophomore wearing number 12, Jessica Taylor. A sophomore wearing number 13, Hannah Brisky. A sophomore wearing number 15, Nuria Florenza. And a sophomore wearing number 23, Sabella Caro. The Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles are coached by Danielle Rinaldo.
Yeah, you know the drill. You know the drill. You know the drill. I'm a tip-top shake. They ain't tip-top shake. I'm a fix my. You know the drill.
If you think I changed, just the outfit.
Down sweatsuit, just a lounge around the house with.
King Josh said, send something we could bounce with.
Just might drop a part 2, no announcement. Yeah, you know the drill. You know the, you know the, you know the.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Northeastern Plains women. She's a 5'5" freshman from Greeley, Colorado, wearing number 3, Madison Cepeda. She's a 5'9" freshman from Keensburg, Colorado, wearing number 5, Riley Phelps. She's a 6'1" sophomore from Spain, wearing number 8, Daniela Garcia Gasco. She's a 5'10" sophomore from Israel wearing number 12, Yali Benarouche. And a 5'6" freshman from Albuquerque, New Mexico wearing number 23, Monique Seta. The Northeastern Plainswomen are coached by Bronson Moton. Let's play ball!
Plainswomen in their white uniforms, Vegas gold letters and numbers. L Trip in the navies with the gold letters and numbers as we tip it off with L Trip winning it and going left to right as our ball game gets underway. Brought to you by Stubbs in Wiggins, exit 66A off I-76, gas, food, and all your auto accessories. 3 from the top of the key, off the mark, no good from Tonic. Offensive rebound. Pulled down by Brisky, and Brisky will lay it up and in. Brisky went for 20-7 the first time these two teams played. And as the opening points of the game, L Trip with the 2-0 lead. As the Plainswomen run it into the front court, there is a foul whistled on Laramie County Community College. Sabella Cotto with the foul, the sophomore from Spain. So an inbound to the left of the hoop for NJC. Yali Benarouche will be triggering it in. She flutters it in on the left wing to Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Spins back to her right. Shot up, stuck between the rim and the backboard. L Trip won the opening tip, so that goes to the arrow, and it will be NJC basketball. Fortunately, we have other athletes that have the vertical because, well, the official at the baseline, he might have used to, but I don't think he could jump up there and get that one out now. So Plainswomen keep the ball, 9:25 to go. They'll just get 20 on the shot clock off the arrow keep. Feed underneath the hoop. Daniela Garcia-Gasco whips it wide of Riley Phelps, but they say it was tipped. Daniela didn't think it was tipped based on her reaction. She struggled with turnovers prior to break. NJC was shorthanded a lot, and she was asked to be more of a ball handler. Cepeda spins into the lane, tries to kick it out. The ball falls right into the hands of L Trip and Tonic. Tonic runs the floor, to the rack she goes and just beat Riley Phelps back. Bad turnover spot and a 4-0 lead for Laramie County. Plainswomen quickly running. Phelps in the lane, good job getting back. Phelps couldn't finish at the rim, though. And the board is contained by Caro for Laramie County Community College. 4-0, a minute plus in to quarter number 1 of this Region 9 women's basketball contest. And Yali Benarouche got on the hip of Selenai Tonic. That'll be her first foul of the contest and the Plainswomen's first as well. 8:48 to go first quarter, inbound to the left of the hoop. Jessica Taylor, the Aussie, will drop it in. Out up top to Caro, who pumps the 3, then tries to drive right side of the lane. Spin and whip to the left wing. She finds Florenza. Down underneath the hoop. Scoop off the rim, won't go, and Daniela Garcia-Gasco comes down with the rebound, her first of the game. Ball walk into the front court, and the offense will set up with Garcia-Gasco. Cepeda on the left wing, gives it back off the screen to Garcia-Gasco to the rim. Can't knock it in. Plainswomen 0 for their first 3 here in 2026. And Tonic came away with the rebound. Jill handed off and let Taylor run the floor. 4-0, 8:10 to go in the first. Kick into the near corner. Ball to Tonic. Tonic on Yali Benarouche. Ooh, she may have got away with one there. She will get credit for the block. Riley Phelps with the rebound. Then as she tries to outlet, it's stolen away by Florenza, who drives it in and lays it up and in. A 6-0 run to start the ball game for Laramie County. Senna brings it into the front court for the Plainswomen. She'll go to Cepeda on the right wing. Cross and drive off that wing. Backdrop dish to Garcia-Gasco. Fall away from 6. Too strong off the window. Rebound down by Carl, quickly bolting up the floors. Plainswomen have started the game 0 for 4. In transition, Hannah Brisky puts one up. It rolls rim, doesn't go in, and Garcia-Gasco comes down with the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds as Garcia-Gasco had to throw it off an eagle after it got tipped out of her hands. 6-0 with 7:25 to go in quarter number 1. Better Electric knows that better does matter when it comes to your electrical work. 970-521-1030. Garcia Gasco drives off the right wing right to the rim, and the first points of 2026 go to Daniela Garcia Gasco. First points in the game for NJC, trailing 6-2, 3 minutes in. Walk into the front court for L Trip. Tonic will set the offense up. Far side she goes. Long range shot. Rebound down by Riley Phelps. She is tied up by Carl. So Carl will extend the possession on the tie-up. Florenza was the one that missed the three. L Trip has started the ballgame 3 for 8 from the floor. With 6:55 to go in the first, and an inbound to the right of the hoop from Caro, who got the tie-up. Caro gets it out up top. She'll step back. Off a screen, pop it, drop it. Sabella Caro, who scored 10 the first time these two teams played, grows the lead out to 7 for L Trip, 9-2. 6:40 to go in the first. Garcia Gasco up the floor. Is there a foul as she drove in? Yes, there was. Tonic was whistled. Garcia Gasco went behind the back. I think Tonic swiped for the steal and got all body on the second foul in this opening quarter. So the Plainswomen trigger it in to the left of the hoop from Benarouche. High post pass goes to Garcia Gasco, doubled in the lane. She still finds room. Ball tipped out of bounds by Yali Benarouche as she could not get the shot to go. 6:29 to go in the first. Ball will walk into the front court by L Trip with moderate pressure from Yali Benarouche. Past the stripe comes Jessica Taylor. She feeds it high post right side of the lane to Brisky. Back out to Taylor. Downtown launch. Rebound. Karam's out of bounds. So L Trip, they're trying to get it to go. They're 1 of 4 from long range. I don't know that you necessarily want to settle for those threes in their offense without really any motion through. They made the 1-3 when they actually ran that offensive set. Benarouche brings it up, near side three, swing for Cepeda, she knocks it in. Madison Cepeda, first from downtown for NJC. First even attempted, and they're down 9-5, 5:50 to go in the first. Quickly into the front court comes L Trip again. Really no work there. 3 from Tonic doesn't go. Senna comes down with the rebound. She brings it up herself, driving to the high free throw line, left side of the lane. Benarouche entry pass into Riley Phelps, who's doubled. She muscles through the double to get a shot up, but it won't drop. And Selenai Tonic comes down with the rebound. L Trip brings it into the front court as we approach the media timeout. First whistle under 5, backdoor feed, and, well, we won't get under 5 there, but we will get a foul on Madison Cepeda. She got beat on the back door on the drive from Nuria Florenza, and Florenza was fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. L Trip high 60s in their free throw shooting percentage prior to break. Don't get there as often as maybe you would like. Plainswomen make a couple subs. Rebecca Segerman and Markella Pizarra will come in. Yali Benarouche and Riley Phelps take a seat. And Yali Benarouche is being tended to by the trainer as the first free throw does not go from Florenza. Neither does the second, and Segerman, the freshman from Pueblo West, comes down with the rebound. So no harm on the foul. 9-5 NJC trails with 5:10 to go in the first. Cepeda, high post, Garcia Gasco. Down on the low block, left side of the lane. Shot altered by Hannah Brisky, who comes away with the rebound. Plainswomen show some pressure in the backcourt. Can't force a turnover. Dipsy do run to the floor. Shot won't drop for Taylor. Gets her own rebound. Push back onto the near side. We will get a foul with 4:49 to go, and we will have free throws coming out of the media timeout. NJC, L Trip opening up 2026, 9-5 L Trip, 4:49 to go in the first on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center, the Northeastern Junior College Plainswomen. They find themselves down 9-5 in quarter number 1, and we'll have 2 free throws with 4:49 to go. Bank of Colorado is your local bank with people from right here at home that will help you out when it comes to all of your banking needs. Stop by and see them or visit their website, bankofcolorado.com. First free throw good, second free throw not. Daniela Garcia-Gasco comes away with her 3rd rebound of the game. 10-5 with 4:40 to go in the first quarter. Pizarro will bring it into the front court for the Plainswomen. Garcia-Gasco outside the arc. 5-out offense for NJC, looking for a cut through to try and drive to the hoop. Pizarro doubled. Finds Garcia-Gasco with 10 on the shot clock. Far corner, Cepeda downtown, knocks it down. She's 2 of 2 from long range. Give the assist to Garcia-Gasco. And the Eagles will bring it into the front court. Shot up, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Madison Cepeda on the missed shot from Ireland Barnes. We had a full gamut of subs for El Trip coming in. Barnes, Trujillo, Sands Bonnet, Paulson, and now on comes Mukabea. Plainswomen did turn it over, and the Eagles will walk it into the front court. Ireland Barnes sets it up. She drives left side of the lane. Ball blocked by Daniela Garcia-Gasco, and then she contains the loose ball. She will toss it up the floor as NJC's down just 10-8. Driving left wing, Garcia-Gasco, high bounce. Swing out to the near side. 3 for the lead, no good. Offensive rebound down by Cepeda. She has 8, and the Plainswomen have tied the ball game off the miss from Monique Sena. First tie since the opening tip-off. Ball will walk into the front court. And a travel for Laramie County. We'll give the ball back to the Plainswomen. 10-10, 3:15 to go in the first. It's the first turnover of the game for Laramie County. NJC has 3. Ball run into the front court by Sena. Drive left side of the lane. Scoop shot up, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Pizarro battling with Gloriella Mukbea from South Africa for that. And the ball will go back to El Trip. Ball bring up for El Trip. Drive down the left side of the lane. Shot up and dropped for Laramie County. First bucket of the game. Elena Salazar Mienes with the points. It's 12-10 El Trip. Sena brings it into the front court for NJC. Garcia-Gasco on the far side. Skips it over near side. Cepeda, yes sir, again. Madison Cepeda already in double figures with 11. She's 4 of 4 from the floor, and NJC has the lead 13-12 with 2:24 to go in the first. Ball run into the front court for El Trip. Shot up, no good from Julia Sands Bonnet. And I think she went down out of bounds fighting for that rebound, which appeared to be signaled out off of El Trip. So NJC will take it back with 2:17 to go in the first, leading 13-12. Monique Sena trots into the front court. Daniela Garcia-Gasco near the top of the key, hands it back to Sena. Trying to post Pizarro up on a smaller defender. Entry into the baseline. Pizarro scoops it out to Garcia-Gasco. And that's thrown directly into the hands of El Trip as she tries to save it as it was slung wide. Quick run into the front court. 3 up and good for El Trip. Julia Sands Bonnet, the freshman from Spain, who scored 12 the first time these two teams played. Knocks it down to give El Trip the lead back at 15-13. Quick toss up. Pizarro ends up on the floor. And a timeout taken by the Plainswoman bench to save possession as they'd broken the trap. Agricultural Accounting knows you're a producer, not an accountant, so they'll plow through your paperwork, especially this tax season. You need somebody that will plow through that paperwork. Visit eggman.co and set up your consultation today. Make sure to visit GoNJC.com. You can see the most up-to-date schedule for all sports that are here. You can always follow the Eastern Plains Sports Network on Facebook and Instagram. We post our graphics to promote the games weekly on Sundays when we have our week worth of coverage lined up. And then on game days, had a fan today said, thankfully you posted on social media. I thought this was a road game. And so we're glad that we're able to help and get butts in seats to enjoy some great ones. How about coming out tomorrow night? NJC Casper on the men's side, 5:30 start. Excited for our first two. Some of my favorite rivalries inside this region. NJC L-Trip, NJC Casper. Pizarra drives right baseline off the inbound out of the timeout, and she's fouled with 1:21 to go in the first quarter. Mianis whistled for the foul. Quick in. Shot up for Cepeda, and Cepeda couldn't get it to go. That's her first miss. She might have slipped, and then she collides with an Eagle trying to run the floor. The shot clock never reset. They have to get that set, and then they do with 20 to go in the first quarter, or on the shot clock, minute to go in the first quarter. Entry pass in, turn two up, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Mukaba, as she was the one that missed the shot. She's tied up. Arrow goes to NJC this time. So the Plainswomen take it back with 56 seconds to go in the first. Ball will work up with Cepeda. Past the stripe, she goes to Pizarra. Pizarra, entry into Garcia Gasco. Garcia Gasco, drop it to Segerman. 15 on the baseline, near side, rattles in and out. Offensive rebound down by Daniela Garcia Gasco. Shot up no good, and Mukaba comes down with the rebound. Under a half minute to go, 4-second differential. Shot clock, game clock in this opening quarter, with the Plainswomen trailing by 2. Mukaba will give it off onto the near side for Ireland Barnes. Barnes picked off by Rebecca Segerman. Segerman one-on-one up the floor and draws contact on the one-on-one. How about them apples? That was a nice bit of defense for the freshman from Pueblo West. Get the steal, and she didn't really have a pass. She had a second player across the floor that, from our angle, you go, well, yeah, you could probably make that pass, but when you're down on that floor, she couldn't get that ball past the defender, so she goes into the contact and draws the foul. First free throw is up and good for Rebecca Segerman. Second to tie the game is good. So the Plainswomen and the Eagles tied at 15, and then on the inbound, El Trip was going to be able to go 2 for 1 because they had the arrow to begin quarter 2, but Mianis stepped over the baseline, inbounding the basketball. So the Plainswomen now get the final shot of quarter number 1. Tied at 15 after giving up a 9-2 run to start the game. NJC has been hot. Senna, long-range 3, wide left, quickly. I don't know that's the shot that you wanted. Entry or inbound to the block and then a kick out and a quick shot. Like there was just no opportunity to adjust for your rebound. So the Eagles now get the final shot of the quarter. Past the stripe comes Trujillo. Dishes near side. Second to go, and Monique Senna blocked the shot of Ireland Barnes to end the quarter. So we go through the first quarter tied 15-15 after 1. NJCL Trip quarter 2 next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, they ended up going to the video to replay and see if there was time left on the clock after the Senna block to end the quarter as it was originally scored, and there was 0.6 of a second. Inbound passes, we came back for quarter number 2 with quarter wound off the clock. So welcome back to NJC for the second quarter. Brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let that injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at SydneyRMC.com. NJC didn't start the game well, but just because you don't start well doesn't mean you can't get going. And I said at the beginning of the game, our carpet comfort key to the contest was want to. You needed to have a limited amount of turnovers. I set the mark. I said 16 in a game, I think, is a realistic number for this NJC team. They had 4 in the first quarter. They're on pace for that. They needed to want to on the glass. And NJC had 10 rebounds in quarter number 1. El Trip had 10 rebounds. So you have rebounded right with El Trip. And after a slow shooting start, most notably led by Madison Cepeda, who has 11, NJC has found their rhythm offensively. That's all you can ask out of this team. 3-11 doesn't mean anything. It's not like you're getting a wild card out of Region 9 to go to the national tournament anyway. So you just have to be playing your best ball come March and understand that you're 2 months into the season and you had a 3-week break and you got 2 more months before the season that really matters comes into play, as long as you make the top 12 inside that Region 9 tournament. So very excited for the start. Let's see if NJC can continue as we head into quarter number 2. El Trip will have the basketball, and they brought their starters back on the floor to begin the second quarter. Plainswomen do not have Yali Benarouche. She remains on the bench after exiting early in the first quarter. Rebecca Segerman is on for her, but the rest of the starters have returned. On the left wing with 14 on the shot clock, the pass comes in, and wide of the hoop goes the shot of Tonic. So NJC tied at 15 with 9:39 to go in quarter number 2. Will have their first possession of this second quarter. Walking it into the front court will come Monique Senna. She works it near side. Segerman into the lane for Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Up from 10 and in. Garcia-Gasco with 4 points in the game and another assisted bucket for the Plainswomen. They lead 17-15. Quick in on the 3. Shot up no good, and a 6th rebound for Daniela Garcia-Gasco on the missed shot from Sabella Caro. Quick baseball pass onto the near side for Segerman. Pull up 2 from 10. She knocks it in. Her first attempt in the game, and NJC has their largest lead of the contest at 4, 19-15. A minute into quarter 2, the Plainswomen are on a 6-0 run. Caro, top of the key, feeds it onto the far side. Backing in, Hannah Brisky, her 2 up, no good. How about a 7th rebound for Daniela Garcia-Gasco? The ball will be run into the front court, and the offense will be set up. Quickly, top of the key, feed into the lane. The ball tipped out of bounds. Sub in for El Trip. As on for them will come Helena Salazar-Mienes. Toss in. Top of the key, Cepeda, around near side for Segerman. Just 8 on the shot clock. Segerman dish and drive, then pulls back in. Fall away from 8, won't go in. The rebound is contained for El Trip by Jessica Taylor. Quick toss up the floor, a steal for Daniela Garcia-Gasco as Taylor's pass is too aggressive. 8:08 to go in the first half, and then Daniela Garcia-Gasco gets her pocket picked by Hannah Brisky and fouls her. First foul on the Plainswomen in the quarter. First in the game on Danny. Eagles inbound on the near side with Caro. Jessica Taylor, top of the key. Caro on the near side, down drop. Nice move on the right side of the lane from Mienes, and she lays it up and in. Another assist in the ball game. We've definitely seen some great distribution from both teams thus far. Senna swings it top of the key for Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Cepeda off the left wing, hesitates, scoops it in. It won't go through, but she fought through contact from Hannah Brisky. That will be Brisky's first foul. Oh, no, they got Taylor on the reach down. That's her first foul as well. See Veronica Beret check in for the first time in the game, the freshman from Marino. Two free throws. NJC mid-60s on their free throw shooting this season. First free throw for Madison Cepeda is up and good. She already has a dozen. We played 12 minutes. Make it a baker's dozen as she buries both. 21-17. Ball will walk into the front court by Jessica Taylor. Taylor, top of the key. Mienes downtown drains it. Helena Salazar Mienes. 7 off the bench. 21-20 NJC, and Daniela Garcia-Gasco tagged with a carry as she tried to, in the face of ball pressure, walk it into the front court. So the Golden Eagles get it back. Jessica Taylor will set the offense up. Taylor left side of the lane. Kick tipped by Segerman. Entry in. Underneath the hoop. Up and under. Shot won't go, and an 8th rebound in the game for Daniela Garcia-Gasco on the miss from Brisky. Brisky made her first shot of the game. She's missed 5 straight since. She had 20 the first time these two teams played. Little spin in the lane. Shot up no good for Cepeda. And then a foul trying to produce the tie-up by Cepeda. That will be Cepeda's second foul. NJC already down Yali Benarouche, apparently. She's still suited, still on the bench. But Winton was tended to by the trainer when she exited earlier. She's battled a multitude of injuries. So essentially now working with 8 as the ball walks into the front court. Plainswomen get pressure from the very adept defender in Veronica Beret. Force a pass off, kick near side, 3 up, no good. And Beret chases down the rebound. So she gets a stat out of it off of the hard defensive pressure. Ball gets loose. Riley Phelps on the ground, tied up. NJC has the arrow. Bronson Moton wants to use one of his timeouts, but you have the arrow. Don't waste one here. You only have 3 left. 6:21 to go in the first half. Plainswomen inbound to the left of the hoop from Segerman. Swings it in near side for Senna. Senna to Garcia-Gasco. Garcia-Gasco trying to make a move baseline. Ball was tipped out of her hands. And then she nearly stole it back by the player that stole it from her in Jessica Taylor, but tipped it out of bounds. There's a different attitude defensively from this NJC team than what we saw in December and November. They want this. Ball brings it into the front court. Jessica Taylor for El Trip. Violent collision with Veronica Beret, who's whistled for the foul. I can't think of a time in Veronica Beret's basketball life she hasn't done anything that couldn't be propended by the adjective violent. She is a hard worker. Inbound to the right of the hoop for El Trip from Florenza. Florenza into the lane. Riley Phelps tried to block the shot. Got across the arm with 5:59 to go, and she will put on the team's 4th foul in the quarter, Hannah Brisky. I said, knowing these officials, we were probably going to have a less amount of fouls called, and the physicality of this game has necessitated some whistles. Lane violation. Sabella Caro was not on the lane when the ball was given to Hannah Brisky. So she will only get 1 free throw here, which she misses. And it stays 21-20 NJC as Riley Phelps comes down with a rebound. Sena got a little aggressive trying to launch it forward. and threw it right to a Golden Eagle. Fourth turnover of the quarter for NJC, but then she comes back with a steal of her own. 1-on-none right to the hoop. Monique lays it up and in. So she made amends for the cough up and grows the lead back to 3, 23-20. 5.5 to go in the first half. Right wing with the basketball. Nuria Florenza for El Trip. Feed, backdoor. How about a steal for Riley Phelps this time? Plainsmen already have 3 steals in this quarter, jumping passing lanes. Segerman brings it up. Garcia Gasco, right lane, pumps through contact, knocks it in. Didn't get the and one, but now has 6 points in the game. And the Plainsmen put ball pressure in the backcourt with Veronica Beret as they lead by their largest amount of the night, 25-20. Ball walks up. Offense set up by Nuria Florenza. Onto the near side for Caro. Back off to Florenza on the left wing. Spins it up top for Mienes. Backdoor feed. Mienes and Segerman whistled for the foul on the shot from Jessica Taylor. With 4:41 to go in the quarter, we're to the media timeout. Free throws out of the media timeout. And for the rest of the quarter, NJC has 5 fouls. 25-20 Plainswomen on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainsmen lead 25-20, quarter number 2, as we welcome you back into the Bank of Colorado Events Center. First game of 2026 for NJC. Gordon Insurance wants you to mitigate risks on your farm, in your livestock, and with your everyday life in 2026. Call 970-526-6139. Plainswomen already have 3 steals in the quarter, making amends for 4 turnovers. A little bit more aggressiveness defensively has come with more fouls, as we'll have free throws for Laramie County out of the media timeout. Jessica Taylor to the line. El Trip 1 of 5 from the line in the game. Taylor makes her first point of this game. She was not 1 of 4 in double figures the first time these two teams played. Buries both here and gets herself on the board tonight. 25-22. Plainswomen will face some pressure, and Daniela Garcia Gasco got it tipped as she tried to find Segerman near the stripe, and Mienes went down, but no foul called. Sideline inbound, and Monique Sena will set the offense up. Sena gives it off to Garcia Gasco, top of the key. Daniela has 6. Uses Phelps as an inadvertent screen, then takes a 3 of her own. Shot won't go. Phelps working hard for the rebound. And do we get a foul on the floor? We got a foul on El Trip on the floor after Riley Phelps contained the offensive rebound. It's the second foul in the game on Sabella Caro. Don't see that whistle very often. Players fighting for the ball on the floor. Inbound pass, steal immediately. And Segerman, intentional foul. She was the intended target on the pass from Garcia Gasco that Sabella Caro stole the pass from, and then she grabbed the jersey and tugged on it on the fast break. That will be intentional on the foul. 2 free throws and the basketball for El Trip with 4:12 to go in the first half. Intentional on the foul, but not malicious of intent. difference between the intentional and the flagrant that could lead to a head to the video, but I think everybody with eyes in this gym knew that that wasn't even near flagrant. One of two free throws goes for Sabella Caro. So it's now 25-23. And because that was, it was intentional, so there is not two free throws on top of the two. You've already shot the two free throws. It is the basketball. So the inbound pass comes in, give back to the hoop, shot up, no good. And Riley Phelps battles for the rebound, her third of the quarter on the miss from Sabella Caro. Sagerman quickly trots into the front court, gives it off to Daniela Garcia-Gasco and Monique Sena. Sena works to her right with 13 on the shot clock, and a forearm thrown by Nuria Florenza into Monique Sena. That is the third foul on El Trip in the quarter. Riley Phelps will take a seat. On for her comes Markella Pizarra. Still 25-23 NJC with 3:45 to go in the first half. Pizarra drives down the heart of the lane. Ball tipped out of her hands and picked up for Laramie County. Quickly running the floor after the tip is Florenza, right sideline. Out up top, she'll go for Jessica Taylor. Around on the perimeter it goes. Now a screen to clear and kick onto the far side for Mienes. Mienes going up for the shot, stripped by Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Ball goes out of bounds, still El Trip basketball with 10 on the shot clock. Inbound. It took every second of the 5 there to get that one in. Follow through off the cut, and a swing off the window doesn't go for Tonic. Daniela Garcia-Gasco down with her 9th rebound of the game. And then she's fouled, 4th foul in the quarter on El Trip, 1st foul in the game on Gabrielle Mukeba. So we're to the bonus on both sides now. Barring offensive foul, free throws every foul, the remaining 3 minutes of this second quarter. Sena walks it up, backdoor feed, finds Veronica Beret, who funnels it onto the near side for Pizarra. Pizarra got into the lane. They forgot on the pump that you got to stay with the player. And Markella puts the floater up and in from 6. 27-23 NJC. Quick run into the front court. Offensive foul. Monique Sena stepped in and took the charge on the drive in from Jessica Taylor. And that's another one of those. Our key to the contest, the want to. Taking a charge is a want to thing, man, because it's not pleasant to do. 2.5 to go first half. Near side, Sena pulls back from downtown, won't go down, and the rebound run down by Mienes. Golden Eagles run it back up. Dipsy Dew into the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds off of its signal Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Gloria Mukeba was the one that was there, and I think Coach Moton says, we're taking a look at this one, man. You can go to the video for certain things, 2 versus 3, inbounds, out of bounds, and last touch on the basketball, the most easily explainable ones. Video review is relatively new within the last 3 years here in Region 9. It's continued to be expanded at the higher levels and trying to kind of get on the same plane here at the junior college level as well. Always a challenge. But I think the system we've got here at NJC is pretty well built, pretty well laid out. You don't see the challenges as much in basketball as you do in volleyball. But this one here was definitely one you challenge as a coach, and then the officials previously have gone to the monitor in this ball game because of that blocked shot that ended the first quarter but didn't, and they put 0.6 of a second back on there. B&J Plumbing knows that when plumbing problems arise, they'll take care of you. Trust the professionals. Call 970-522-3828. The camera they will be using for this one is directly to the right of that backboard. Eagle eye view for who would have last touched it there. The problem is both Daniela Garcia-Gasco and Gloriela Mukeba were right there at the same time. From my angle, and I'm in the second deck looking across the gym, from where the camera also is on the NJC Athletics YouTube page, it looked like Mukeba was the last to touch. Plainswomen to go back to our key to the contest. And that wasn't even intentional. Well, maybe I was here for the end of that practice earlier this week. I think I was here maybe on Monday at the end of practice when we talked with Gabe Wiest. Every huddle break is now 1, 2, 3, 1 it. So maybe it just wasn't a random thought that I had. Maybe it was one that was produced by having watched practice and knowing both these coaches very well. This is the only downfall of these video reviews. They can take some time. We saw it at the NJCAA National Tournament. You could read a couple chapters in War and Peace before they figured out who had last touched the ball or if there was an in or an out or an in-the-net violation. We haven't seen as many lengthy reviews during these basketball games. The official that just came out of the video review just said something to El Trip, and it kind of body language to me indicates that they think it's going to be NJC basketball. But now the officials will converse, and the head official will get the official word to the table, and it is NJC basketball. So as we initially thought, based on what we saw when the play happened, Mukeba was the last touch, overturned on the challenge by the Plainswomen bench. 2:17 to go, second quarter, 27-23 NJC. Facing pressure, Daniela Garcia-Gasco runs out of that pressure, feeds it forward to Veronica Beret, who lays it up and in. Danny's third assist of the game. Plainswomen lead by their largest amount tonight at 6, 29-23. Ball walked up for El Trip on the near side, Florenza. Florenza, entry into Mukeba. Back out Florenza. Right corner, 3 up, no good. Rebound won by Markella Pizarra. Plainswomen quickly run it back into the front court. Don't have transition. Find the secondary break for 6 off the near side. And a bank shot from Segerman goes in. And NJC leads by 8. Timeout El Trip with 1:37 to go before halftime. If you were to tell me 3.5 minutes in this game when NJC trailed 9-2 that they'd at any point in this game lead by 8, I would have laughed you out of the gym. The start they got off to was terrible. They've scored 29 points as NJC over the last 15 minutes of the game, and they've held Laramie County to just 14. They've doubled up their offensive production, and it was because they wanted to. And, you know, when you start the way they started, they missed their first 6 shots of the game. That's real easy to give up, especially first game out of break. You're trying to get the rhythm, and then all of a sudden, here you go. Shot goes in. Madison Cepeda got the mojo, got the belief. In this second quarter, you're finding those opportunities, and you're really putting the pressure on El Trip, who subs to their bench for the most part. Out of that timeout, Ireland Barnes around to Hannah Brisky, who's the, I believe, only starter remaining on the floor. Brisky tries to find Alicia Trujillo, and the ball was tipped out of bounds by NJC. Hannah Brisky off the inbound. Gets it up top to Trujillo. Floater up, back iron, will not go. Fight for the rebound. bodies hit the floor, and held ball arrow is still L Tripp, so give the extension of the possession work to Caro. She had what looked to be a clean offensive rebound. L Tripp will now inbound to the left of the hoop, out to Caro. Last time she got a extended possession offensive rebound, she made the bucket. Drive off the top of the key from Bonnet and violating the personal space. She got in her bubble. You're not allowed to get real close to people. There's, I guess, a rule in that in basketball as well. Will lead to free throws. First free throw up and no good from Bonnet. Foul was the third on Rebecca Segerman. Bonnet misses the second, so Segerman will exit, and we'll see Ashlyn Godfrey, who's headed to, I believe it's Mount Marty, to play soccer next year. Goalkeeper for the Plains Women soccer team and basketball player for the Plains Women basketball team. 31-24, under a minute to go in the first. Monique Sena to the far side she goes. Beret into Daniela Garcia-Gasco, doubled, kick around, quick touch to Pizarra with 10 on the shot clock. Pizarra feeds to a cutting Sena, throws it off the window. Offensive rebound down by Daniela Garcia-Gasco, just 3 on the shot clock. Sena puts up a 3 that will not go, and the rebound is collected by Caro. She'll sprint it up with under a half minute to go, feed it across, and it's stolen away by Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Plainswomen running as seconds expire. Sena shot up, no good. Rebound for L Tripp is pulled down by Brisky, and a carry by Brisky as she tries to avoid the pressure. My goodness. Here, there, and everywhere. Plainswomen get the ball back with 14 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to expand on their 7-point lead. Sena now with 10 seconds left and the shot clock off. Feeds it to Daniela Garcia-Gasco, top of the key. Danny spins right side, kicks it out. Beret from downtown. Yes, sir! That's how you finish a half with a 10-point lead for NJC, the largest in the game. 34-24, they lead L Tripp. Halftime on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the campus of NJC, our first game of 2026 at halftime. The Northeastern Plainsmen lead Laramie County Community College 34-24. Our halftime show brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with people you know and people who know you. One of their many locations across the area are equitable-savings.com. The Northeastern Plainsmen gave up a 9-2 run to start the game, and then they figured it out. 32-15 from that point. And we talked about it when the team breaks huddles, and it was our key to the contest. Unintentionally, they aligned the want-to. NJC did the want-tos in the first half. Yeah, they turned the ball over 9 times, but you're on pace for 18 in this ball game, which is better than what you've been doing on the season. Good hard work from NJC, and then of course the rebounding. NJC has a 5-rebound advantage unofficially by my numbers here at halftime over Laramie County Community College, and that's given them more opportunities. Yeah, you got the hot hits early from Madison Cepeda, who leads the scoring with 13, but offensive rebounds have turned into points. They have 4 offensive rebounds, 7 second chance points. You've turned 3 of the 4 into those points. And then, of course, record watch, Daniela Garcia-Gasco. She is approaching top 10 on the all-time rebounding list here at NJC for Plainswomen basketball. 10 boards in the first half. She is 3 shy of Ashley Kennedy for the top 10 and has an opportunity by Saturday to be inside the top 7. Plainswomen lead by 10, but that means nothing. We got 20 minutes of basketball to play. We'll do that when we come back. It's Northeastern basketball on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. To quarter number 3 we go. 10-point lead for NJC, 34-24 over L-Trip as we welcome you back. Our coverage made possible on the Eastern Plains Sports Network by Farm Bureau Insurance and Agent Melinda Hutt. All your life, home, auto, farm, and ranch insurance needs are at 431 West Main Street in Sterling or 970-526-0202. Notably absent from the second half warm-ups, Yali Ben-Arouche, the sophomore from Israel, exited in the first quarter and didn't see the floor again. I didn't see her get injured of note in the collision that produced her first foul of the game and her only foul of the game, but she immediately, when she went to the bench, went to talk to the trainer. Bye, Henley, I love you. And she's been visiting with the trainer as we head to the second half. She did not take any shots in the warm-up, so that to me says maybe we're dealing with concussion or whatever the case may be. She will be replaced by Rebecca Segerman, who has 3 fouls in the ball game to begin the third quarter, and NJC will have the basketball going from left to right. Madison Cepeda will run the point and set the offense up. Cepeda, high post, left side of the lane. Garcia Gasco feeds to the back door for Segerman, and it is stolen away by Caro. Caro quickly runs the floor. L Trip in transition. Finds in the delay Tonic, who pushes back out up top. Taylor, top of the key. Tonic onto the far side for Florenza. Florenza gives it off with 8 on the shot clock and a 3. Back iron does not go. Offensive rebound down, and Riley Phelps is tagged with a foul, trying to block Tonic. That will be Phelps' second foul of the game. But it's an offensive rebound that leads to opportunities, and the opportunity is about all that's been produced for L Trip. L Trip has 6 offensive rebounds. That free throw make is just their 4th second chance point this evening. Buries both there, so gets the first 2 of quarter 3. Do L Trip. 34-26 NJC. Monique Sena tried to push the pace, whipped it out in front for Segerman, and it went out of bounds. So a turnover for NJC on the second consecutive possession. Ball will walk into the front court. Past the stripe comes Jessica Taylor. She tosses it off. Far side 3, too strong. Another offensive rebound down by Brisky. Shot will not go. Rebound tipped and ends up in the hands of Sena. So Garcia Gasco trying to get rebounds, tipping and being able to help. That's what she's been able to provide. Top of the key, Sena skips across, far side Segerman. Downtown knocks it down. Rebecca Segerman off the bench with 9 for NJC, and they lead by 11, the largest lead in the game. 37-26. Eagles far side with Taylor. She'll go top of the key for Tonic. Tonic, right side, drives in, hits the deck. Rebecca Segerman there. She's picking up foul 4. Ooh, that hits hard for NJC. She's already in because of the apparent injury to Yali Benarouche. Now Veronica Beret, she's the only other guard on that bench that's going to be tasked with handling. Everybody else sub-wise that's on that bench for NJC is wing or post. Second free throw goes in, so 3 of 4 from the line is Tonic. In this third quarter, 8:10 to go, 37-27. Top of the key, Garcia Gasco to Cepeda. Onto the far side for Sena. Skip across near side, Garcia Gasco. Yes, sir! Raining it from long range. She has 9, and the Plainsmen lead by 13, 40-27. All trotted into the front court for El Trip. Driving, kick back out up top. And Nuria Florenza. High post, near side of the lane for Tonic. Up and under, and she's whistled for a foul. The foul will be on Veronica Beret, her second. Third foul already in the quarter on NJC, and Bronson Moton is imploring the official that has called all 3 of the fouls to let some of the physicality happen. First free throw goes in for Tonic. There's a visit on the bench from the NJC trainer with Mienes, who had 7 off the bench. She looks like maybe she's dealing with an ankle issue. Plainsmen lead cut back down to 11, 40-29, 7:35 to go in the third. Monique Sena will walk it up the floor, telegraphed her pass, and it was stolen away by Tonic, who runs the floor. And as Cepeda tried to get back to defend, she was shoved to the deck by Nuria Florenza, so that wipes the bucket off the board, and it is an offensive foul. 7.5 to go, third quarter. Cepeda walks it into the front court. Got to make smarter passes. NJC's already turned it over 3 times in this quarter. Cepeda. She's hip checked by Jessica Taylor. That's 3 fouls on the Aussie. Second foul on the Golden Eagles. Cepeda off the inbound. Daniela Garcia-Gasco, left side of the lane, hesitates, spins in, triple teamed, tied up, arrow goes to El Trip, change on the arrow on that possession. NJC's made the 2 shots they've taken, but they have 4 empty possessions in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter. Having trouble getting their footing out of the locker room. Left wing, Caro. Down underneath the hoop, Riley Phelps with the rebound off the missed shot. That is Phelps' 5th of the game. Running it past the stripe is Cepeda. Shovels it off to Sena, who pops it in, and out it goes. The rebound is run down by El Trip. And quickly back up, they'll go right to left. Tonic, top of the key. Taylor puts up an NBA range 3, will not go, and there's Riley Phelps, nose for the basketball again. And she's fouled as the ball attempted to be stolen by El Trip. 3rd foul in the quarter, 3rd foul in the game on Florenza. So NJC has 1 on the bench with 4. El Trip has 2 on the floor with 3. NJC still leads by 11, 40-29, 6:15 to go in the third. Madison Cepeda near side. Riley Phelps trying to go high-low with Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Tied up. Arrow keeps it with NJC. You have the advantage. You can afford to play ugly basketball if you keep your defense on track. And that's kind of where NJC appears to be right now. Toss in. Out to Daniela Garcia-Gasco, swings it onto the left wing for Phelps, who puts it up, rolls it around and down. First points in the game for Riley Phelps, in addition to the 10 rebounds and 9 points. That's 6 assists for Daniela Garcia-Gasco. 42-29, 5:50 to go in the third. Veronica Beret just picked up her 3rd foul, drive in from Caro. Now the officials will converse to ensure that there was not an illegal screen that pushed her into it. There was not. So that's the 4th foul in the quarter on NJC with 5:47 to go. We may be to the double. They called that a shooting foul? To each their own. First free throw up and no good for Sabella Caro. El Trips had plenty of opportunities at the line. Didn't capitalize in the first half. They weren't even 50%. They've been better in this second half. But over there, and Daniela Garcia-Gasco down with her 11th rebound. The next one will put her 10th on the all-time NJC list. Cepeda runs it into the front court, swings it around, and we get a quick whistle as Taylor contacted her. That's 4 fouls on Jessica Taylor. So the starting point guard, for all intents and purposes, now sitting for El Trip. Host of subs, we see Camila Bozan, the Chilean sophomore, for the first time in the game. Inbound pass goes to Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Cepeda drives right side of the lane, scoops it off the window. It will not go, and Tonic comes down with the rebound. Golden Eagles quickly run up, 42-29 NJC, 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Pass on to the near side for Caro. Caro to the free throw line, denied entry by Phelps. Out up top for Bozan. Onto the wing for Paulson, and 3 in the key. Bozan had just camped and fell asleep on the spot. Got to vacate the lane. You can't just put up shop in there, especially when you're 6'2". Halfway through the third, Plainswomen walk it up left to right. Entry pass in to Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Kick out to Cepeda from downtown. Shot will not go. Rebound is contained by Tonic. Tonic quickly runs it into the front court. Far side three, rained rim, doesn't go in, and Veronica Beret runs down the rebound on the missed long-range shot in transition. Riley Phelps right to the hoop, but it will not go. Paulson comes down with the rebound. Great transition, just couldn't finish. Back come the Golden Eagles, and the ball from Madison Cepeda tipped out of bounds, but they say she got body for her third foul, and we'll have free throws out of the media timeout. 42-29 NJC over El Trip. 4:28 to go, third quarter on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. (42-29) NJC has grown their lead to 13 in the third quarter with 4:28 to go. Sterling Health Foods is still open and still in the business of your best health. They'll bend over backwards to get you healthy. Trust me, you're going to need it this cold and flu season. Check out the rewards plan south of Sterling on Highway 6. Foul on Madison Cepeda prior to the media timeout. So she has 3, Veronica Beret has 3, and Rebecca Segerman is sitting with 4. Jessica Taylor sitting with 4 for El Trip, and Noria Florenza with 3. 2 free throws out of the media timeout for El Trip, and Caitlin Paulson lays another brick. They are Masons right now. They're bricklayers. They have struggled at the free throw line. Misses another, and Beret comes down with the rebound. So it stays 42-29 NJC. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Monique Sena on the near side tried to feed it into Garcia-Gasco, but Garcia-Gasco was headed toward the top of the key, and that's a turnover. Golden Eagles run it back into the front court. Caro, far side, entry pass into Bozan. Bozan off the window, no good, and Monique Sena comes down with the rebound. Under 4 to go in the third. Cepeda runs the floor, blows past everybody in the lane, off the window, up and in. Monique Sena leading all scorers with 15. And that is the lead for NJC now at 44-29, the largest it's been in the game. Golden Eagles walk into the front court. They got Helena Salazar-Mienes in on the immediate timeout. She goes into Bozen, shot up, no good. Rebound down by Daniela Garcia-Gasco, her 12th of the ball game. Next puts her 10th on the all-time NJC list. She'll put up a 3 before that. Shot doesn't go. Sena gets the rebound. Tie-up arrow goes to Laramie County. 12 rebounds for Daniela Garcia-Gasco. The next ties her with Ashley Kennedy on the NJC all-time rebounding list. She'll quickly move up that top 10 spot on that back end over the next couple games. All walks into the front court. Offense will be set up by Paulson. Paulson, far side, 3 up, no good. Rebound, Rams rim, and Karam's out of bounds on the inline on the miss from Carl. So it's NJC basketball, leading 44-29. They have held El Trip to 20 points over the last 20 minutes of the game. Sena, near side to Cepeda, shot up, no good. Rebound contained for El Trip by Paulson. Quickly running the floor. Dish back out up top. 3, top of the key for L Trip. Up, no good. Rebound. Beret got the box out. Oh, my. They called Veronica Beret for wrapping the arm around the back of the Laramie County rebounder. And that will put Sabella Caro at the line, but that's 4 fouls on Veronica Beret. Now the officials attempting to explain what Veronica Beret did. Beret nods, but I don't think her arms are long enough to do what the official says she did. First free throw up and good for Caro. L Trip has not made a shot in this second half. All 6 of their points are from the free throw line. Second charitable chance up and good. So it's 44-31. Madison Cepeda walks into the front court. Beret has stayed on. She has 4 fouls. Segerman is at the table with 4 fouls. Gonna have to manage minutes. Entry pass in to Phelps. Phelps hammered. Coughed up the basketball. L Trip comes up with the steal. Quick run of the floor. Dish far corner. 3 up and good. First made shot of the second half. It's Ireland Barnes, the sophomore from Thompson Valley, and L Trip is within 10, 44-34. 2 to go. Third quarter. On the near side, Beret swings it over to Sena from downtown. Rolls rim, does not go, and the rebound contained by Florenza for the Golden Eagles. Quickly pushing up the floor. Shot up, no good, and the rebound down by Daniela Garcia-Gasco, and that will put her on the 10th place spot on the all-time rebounding list. 13 in the game now. And Garcia-Gasco, 1 away from a double-double. Gives it off to Cepeda, who drives in, off the window, tumbles in and 1. Drew the contact, fought through it. Gets the first foul in the game on Ireland Barnes. Rebecca Segerman comes in for Veronica Beret. Pizarra comes in for Riley Phelps. Daniela Garcia-Gasco also gets the assist on that and 1, so she has 7 assists, 13 rebounds, and 9 points. Knocking in the and 1, Madison Cepeda, who's having one heck of a night. She's 6 of 10 from the floor and 3 of 3 from the line. 13-point NJC lead, 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Feed into the lane. Paulson finds Barnes, who kicks out far side. 3 up, no good. And Daniela Garcia-Gasco comes down with the rebound. The 1:05 to go. She now holds 10th all by herself. That is 446 rebounds in her career. And she is fouled as she drives into the lane. So she'll head to the line on the second foul in the game from Mukaba. And cannot make the first. That's just the 6th free throw attempted in the game for NJC. I'm going to need somebody to take their shoes off to count the number that L Trip has taken tonight. Garcia-Gasco makes the second, so she is now double-doubled. Second Plainswoman in double figures with 10. To go with the 14 rebounds, lead is 14, 48-34. All walk into the front court for Caitlin Paulson. Paulson, covered by Sena, swings it out up top for Ireland Barnes. Barnes back to Paulson, follow through on the clear, stops, looks to trail, back out to Sans Bonnet. Sans Bonnet puts up a 3 that knocks in. The Spaniard with her first make of the second half gets L Trip within 11. NJC going to go 2 for 1. They have the arrow to begin with the ball in quarter number 4 and will hold for a final possession in the third. Walking it to the offense now with 10 to go in the quarter. Cepeda swings it off. Sena from downtown. Yes, sir! Monique Sena drains it. L Trip Not even going to get one off. 51-37. NJC leads by 14. We head to the fourth quarter of the first game in 2026 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Quarter number 4, as we welcome you back to Northeastern Junior College. NJC leads L Trip 51-37. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Rudy's Tires, with several locations across the area. There's always one close by. Visit rudystires.com for more information. Plainswomen scored 17 in the quarter after scoring 19 in the second, and they'll have the ball to begin quarter number 4. Segerman, Pizarra, Cepeda, Garcia-Gasco, and Sena. Monique Sena and Daniela Garcia-Gasco have not sat down tonight. Sena, right wing, feeds it into Garcia-Gasco, and she is fouled. And Gloriella Mukaba hanging her shoulders in disgust. We have seen a lot of foul calls here tonight. Third foul in the game on Mukaba off the bench. Drop into Garcia-Gasco's double-doubled. She's 3 assists away from a triple-double. Gives it off near side to Sena, who goes to Segerman. Shot up no good, and the rebound down by Mienes. Mienes tosses quickly up the floor on the near side. Paulson now will set up top of the key after no transition opportunity to Sans Bonet. Gets a screen from Mukaba. Reset out up top. Ireland Barnes 9 on the shot clock. Shoves into the corner, far side for Sans Bonet. The pass stolen away by Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Her third steal of the game. And then tagged with 6-7 apparently. Double dribble, I believe, is what she went. The palms were facing the wrong way for the Gen Alpha, but we'll get it in. So another NJC turnover. They've been plagued by that in the second half after having just 9 in the first half, but their defense has been good enough to get themselves what they need. So L Trip keeps the ball right to left. 9:06 to go, fourth quarter. Mukaba. Pass far side, tipped, and how about another one? That's 4 steals for Garcia-Gasco as she picked the pocket of Mukaba. Plainswomen run it back up, leading by 14. You can take your time every possession. Right side of the lane, Cepeda flings it off the window. It will not go. Rebound down by Mienes. Quickly flying into the front court, she finds Sans Bonet, who fakes a shot over to Mukaba, and she's fouled by Daniela Garcia-Gasco. She'll head to the free throw line. Timeout by NJC as they have all 3 remaining in the second half after taking just the 1 in the first half. Kuntz Pump and Well Supply doesn't want you to wait until the last minute to solve all your irrigation, well, and watering problems. 970-522-2035. So give us an opportunity to laud Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Not that we don't do that enough on this roster, and she has had a special career so far. But with the 14 rebounds tonight, she's at 450. Or wait, no, second half, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's at 446, which passes Ashley Kennedy. Next up is 9th on the list, and Mati Diallo And 8th on the list is Benazura Serbicek, the mom of Plains men basketball player Keziah Williams. She was preemie. I did not get to see her play here at NJC, but I've gotten to know the family well. Daria Basova is 7th on the list. I didn't see her or Linda White, but I did get to cover 4 of the top 5. It'd have to be a massive second semester for her to catch Sibel Diata. Hands down the greatest basketball player I've ever seen here at NJC. But top 10, you'll take it. Especially because her rebounding has been what has spearheaded this NJC expansion. They lead by 14, 51-37 with 8:39 to go. In the fourth quarter, first free throw from Mukaba goes in. L-Trip is just 2 of 7 from the floor since halftime. But they've been able to go 9 of 15 from the free throw line. You've now got to be pragmatic. L-Trip sitting in a 2-3 zone because of the foul trouble. You got to be pragmatic with your shot selection here. They've been playing man all game. I think that was why he had the timeout from NJC, because of that switch to zone. Cepeda, top of the key. Senna steps around, then sealed off by Pizarra to get her floater up and in. So the Northeastern Junior College Plainswomen now have 7 out of Monique Senna. Back up by 14, 53-39. Top of the key, Brisky. She scored 20 the first time these two teams played. She has 3 today. Gets it back far side, does the Aussie. Out up top, she'll go to the Spaniard, Julia Sanz-Benet. Sanz-Benet into the near corner. Baseline drive. Oh, my goodness. As the horn is sounding, Pizarro went for the block, and Caitlin Paulson will earn a trip to the line. You just got to let her put that floater up, and if she makes it, she makes it. L-Trip, I believe, going to utilize one of their timeouts. That is Pizarro's first foul of the game, leaving Monique Senna as the only one that has not committed a foul. We will actually, it's not a timeout. We will go to the monitor to review. And I think the question on this review, and I don't know if it was an NJC challenge or if this is an official's review, but the question is, did the foul occur before the horn sounded? Or in the case, because you don't have headphones here, did the foul occur before the shot clock hit 0? It was close. NJC played great defense and forced L-Trip to work the basketball around, making an extra pass here and an extra pass there, and then had to quickly try and get a shot off. So they will try to determine if the contact happened before the horn sounded. It's not if the ball was still in her hands. It's about the contact here. And without replay on our side or access to what they're looking at there, you're left to wonder. I think the contact happened before 0. I'm the voice of NJC, but to me, just as it happened in real time, it looked to me like the contact happened. And that's just one of those mental flubs that you played such great defense for 29 and a half seconds, and then you just let her put the floater up. You don't commit the foul. So it will be foul on Pizarra that happened before the shot clock expired, and will put Caitlin Paulson at the line, where L-Trip is 9 of 15 in the second half. Or 7 of 15. 7 of 15. Seven of 16 as Paulson misses the first. I can tell you what Coach Ronaldo is going to be working on in practice before their Saturday game against Otero. 15 feet unguarded. Second knocked in. So 53-40 NJC, 7:45 to go, fourth quarter. Looking for their 4th win of the year and first of 2026. Cepeda comes in, teardrop from 6, it's in. Madison Cepeda with another big night for NJC. She's at 20. The lead is 15, matching the largest it's been tonight. 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. In the lane, Sans Benet gets it tipped out of her hands, re-corrals it. Ireland Barnes out up top to the reset, and Caitlin Paulson. Shot clock's already down to 10. Just tight defense again. Entry pass in. Daniela Garcia-Gasco defending, and the shot too strong from Brisky. Segerman will run the floor off the missed shot. Find Garcia-Gasco in transition, and she got caught between a rock and a hard place and didn't bounce the basketball before she took the step. Second turnover of the fourth quarter, 17th of the game for NJC. We said 16 was the goal. But you lead by 15, you can forgive that stat category because of the lead offensively to a team you lost to by 45 back in November. NJC's now up by 15. Mianis on the near side. Swings it out up top. 3 up, no good. Rebound down by Daniela Garcia-Gasco on the miss from Paulson. It's 15 rebounds in the game for Danny. Ball be walked into the front court by Cepeda. Sena outside the arc. Weave, kick. Far side, Segerman. 10 on the shot clock. Segerman from 10. Baseline won't drop in. Rebound chased down by Sans Benet. Sprinting quickly up the floor comes El Trip. A 3 from the southpaw. Rained rim and doesn't go in. How about a 16th rebound in the game for Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Then as she hands it off to Pizarra, Pizarra's tied up. So it is still El Trip basketball. Off, though, the missed shot, rebound, and then tie-up. Because there was a pass there that did change possession. Golden Eagles. Paulson, top of the key, drives left side, shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brisky. Didn't box out the trail there, and Daniela Garcia-Gasco whistled for her third foul. Back onto the floor comes Jessica Taylor for El Trip. She's been sitting for about the last 10 minutes of this game with 4 fouls. Part of that foul situation in the third quarter. First free throw up and no good for Hannah Brisky. I watched back the first time these two teams played. Brisky looked really good. 20 points, 7 rebounds. She makes this second 4 points, 5 rebounds today. Yes, she's been defended by Daniela Garcia-Gasco, but that is a dramatic change in her production. 55-41 NJC, 5:50 to go fourth quarter. Rebecca Segerman and NJC will utilize a timeout. And that will turn into, I believe, the media timeout. So we'll take it with them. 55-41 NJC trying to punch their ticket to the first win of 2026 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainswomen lead 55-41 as we welcome you back to NJC. 5:48 to go, fourth quarter. Plainswomen basketball team that won just 3 games prior to break, but had a lot of close ones. They've found their mojo in this first affair of the new calendar year. They'll have the ball out of the timeout. Madison Cepeda leading with 20 points in the game, drives into the lane. Kick out up top, Garcia-Gasco back to Cepeda. Her 2 off the rim doesn't go in. Pizarra rebound, put back, it does not go. And the rebound pulled down by Hannah Brisky, so the Plainswomen get a second look at it. Can't do anything with it. Golden Eagles transition. 3 up for Sans Benet. She's good, and the first in double figures in the game for El Trip with 10. 55-44. Still plenty of basketball to be played. On to the near side. Cepeda comes. Cepeda drives and kicks back out up top for Monique Sena. Sena to Segerman. Segerman, head fake. Feed it in, right side of the lane. Garcia Gasco up for the shot, does not go. Rebound is collected by Ireland Barnes. Quick run into the front court. Golden Eagles come, near side 3, Sans Benet. This one will not go. Rebound tipped, and Monique Sena will come away with it. She runs the floor, tries to no-look dish to Daniela Garcia Gasco and threw it right to a Golden Eagle. 4:35 to go, fourth quarter. Golden Eagles run it up, Ireland Barnes. Far side, 3 for Brisky. Hammers rim, rolls up over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. NJC will take the basketball back. Neither coach pleased with the way their offense has been producing. Bronson Moton yelling about the no-look pass, and Danielle Ronaldo yelling about the 3-shot selection there when you had a wide open 2. 2 players I've covered. They actually played here around the same time. Definitely passionate for the sport. Cepeda into the lane. She'll switch it off near side for Pizarra. Flutter in the lane. 2 rolls over the rim but will not go in. Rebound falls off and into the hands of the Golden Eagles. Still 55-44 NJC, 4 to go. Now it's a single-digit deficit that El Trip faces. Somebody forgot to pick up Hannah Brisky, and she lays it up and in. 55-46, 3:45 to go. Plainswomen run the floor. Cepeda drawing contact. In the act of shooting, she'll head to the free throw line. Golden Eagles have attempted 29 free throws tonight. NJC will be attempting their 8th and 9th right here. First is missed by Madison Cepeda. Feel better at 10. She'll get the second. Blackjack, 21 points on the board for her. And a timeout by Danielle Ronaldo for the Northeastern Plainswomen. For the Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles. She was a Northeastern Plainswoman. She has 3 remaining, so she wants to talk to her team. Reminder, make sure to check us out tomorrow night as the Plains men basketball team welcome in the Casper Thunderbirds. Plains men with a couple wins prior to break, got into break over 500. They'll take back to the court on a matchup with their longtime rivals, Casper. Typically one of the top teams in the north. NJC's typically been one of the top teams in the south, so when they meet, it's always a good affair. And then we're going on the road Saturday. I'm not going on the road much with NJC this year, but I will not be denied a trip to Cougar Palace in Scottsbluff, where we will have the Plainswomen and Plainsmen playing on Saturday, 1 o'clock for the women, 3 o'clock for the men. And I believe, I'm not 100% certain, but I believe my counterpart at WNCC is still south of the border, and we'll also be on the video up there, so you'll be able to hear our call on WNCC Athletics YouTube page. But you can always listen, 945theranch.com, new website out of the new year. You can listen there or on TuneIn Radio with KCGC as well. 55-46 NJC leads El Trip with 3:38 to go. And El Trip will have the ball in their front court, trying to cut into the Plainswomen lead that has been as big as 15. Jessica Taylor, top of the key, works it onto the far side for Sans Benet. Sans Benet into the lane, shot up off the top of the backboard. Doesn't go from Brisky. Daniela Garcia Gasco with the rebound, gets it ripped out of her hands, but Brisky was standing out of bounds when she ripped it out of her hands. So 17 rebounds tonight for Daniela Garcia Gasco. She's at 449 in her career. 10 points, 7 assists. Monique Sena spearheading with 3:15 to go. Hands it off to Garcia Gasco. Back to Sena, top of the key. Sena shovels it to Garcia Gasco. Free throw line jumper kisses the front of the rim. And the Golden Eagles come away with the rebound. Taylor runs it into the front court. Far side she goes for Ireland Barnes. Back to Taylor. Entry pass in to Brisky. Brisky turns, blocked on the shot by Daniela Garcia Gasco, her second block of the game. 2:40 to go. The Plainswomen walk it up, and they will milk this shot clock every time into the front court. L-Trip's only at 2 fouls. You got time to expand. Monique Sena Madison Cepeda collided with a L-Trip defender and coughed it up. Golden Eagles quickly run. 3 off the iron, does not go. And Segerman comes down with the rebound off the missed shot from Jessica Taylor. So wanted to try and get him within a touchdown. Plainswomen runs, spin cycle, Sena in the lane. It will not go in. She thought she got fouled, but could not get the whistle. Golden Eagles run it up with Taylor, and then Taylor into the lane, punched out of her hands. Baseline official says out off of NJC. Plainswomen will pull Monique Sena, who I believe maybe rolled up an ankle on that spin cycle in the lane. Veronica Beret with 4 fouls in. Trainer will come over and visit with Sena. That may be just a brief sub. Golden Eagles brought Alicia Trujillo in. Trujillo teardrop in the lane, shot up no good. Offensive rebound, put back no good from Mukaba. And the rebound is pulled away by Veronica Beret. 1:45 to go. NJC up 56-46. Top of the key, Cepeda, who has 21. Near side for Pizarra. Pizarra trying to drive in. Tied up. Arrow keeps it with NJC. And yep, here comes Monique Sena after being examined by the trainer. Pizarra will exit those. So you're going defense here. You're going guard. You're keeping Beret, you're keeping Sena. Segerman will inbound, and then Cepeda. So Plainswomen going 4 guards as the inbound pass comes to Cepeda. She hammers it off the rim. Mienes, who just came in, comes away with the rebound for L-Trip. 1:25 to go. They need points this time down the floor. On the right wing, Florenza, scoop shot, up and in. Nuria Florenza first make of the second half, 4 points in the game, 56-48. Plainswomen, 1:10 to go, will run it past half. Cepeda out to Beret, pull out. And they'll take this clock for all it's worth. Cepeda to Sena. 55 seconds to go now, 10 on the shot clock. Sena, as she drives in, gets stripped. Steal by Sans Benet. She runs the floor. Sans Benet down into the near corner. Trujillo out for a 3. That's good from Nuria Florenza. And the Plainswomen facing a trap. Run it past half. Beret with 23 seconds on the shot clock. 30 seconds. Will get it out to Sena. And L-Trip still 2 fouls to give. Sprinting out is Trujillo. Danielle Ronaldo wanted an immediate foul from her team, and it took them a good 15 seconds to get that foul. That was just the 3rd foul, so still 2 more to give. On the inbound, Sans Benet fouls Veronica Beret, and now the next one will put NJC at the line in a 56-51 game. Who do you want shooting the free throws? Monique Sena, that's the call. She's fouled on the inbound pass by Sabella Cotto. So the freshman from Albuquerque to the line for the first time tonight with 29.1 seconds to go, fourth quarter. NJC's lead once 15, now just 5. Nobody on the line for NJC. The first free throw for Sena is up and in. Defense is important here. L-Trip has 2 timeouts, so they're going to advance the ball anyway if you make this second. Which she does. Timeout. L Trip. They'll bring the ball into the front court. Help expand this game, but now up 7, 58-51, NJC. And this is the kind of game you need if you're a team like NJC, because you lost so many close games. Many of the close games you lost, you were behind in the entire way, and you made them close late. This is one where you were up big, and this is a learning opportunity of how do we close this out. Well, don't let a wide open three happen again. And definitely don't cough the ball up on the inbound pass. NJC with 20 turnovers. 6 of them have happened in the back court facing moderate pressure. Not even been really a big run jump press for El Trip. Plainswomen keep their 4-guard and Daniela Garcia-Gasco lineup on the floor. El Trip has Sabella Caro inbounding. Alicia Trujillo, the freshman from Westminster, gives it over far side. 3 off the rim. Rebound saved on the offensive glass. Entry into the paint. Backing up. Shot 1 no good. 2 is good from Mukaba. It's a 5-point game with 15.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 58-53 NJC, and Madison Cepeda fouled on the inbound pass. So you got the 3, but then NJC just tried to let the rebound roll out of bounds instead of chasing it down, and gave up an offensive rebound twofold and ultimate points from Gloriella Mukaba. 2 free throws for Madison Cepeda, who's 4 of 5 in the game, to try and grow the lead back up to 7. She makes the first, 22 tonight. Only scored 8 the first time these two teams played. Misses the second, knew she was off, and chased her own rebound down. Key to the contest tonight was want to. Nobody else on the line. The shooter was it, and as the shooter, until the ball hits the rim, you can't cross the line. She knew she was off immediately and recognized where she had to go to get that offensive rebound and draw the foul again. Daniela Garcia-Gasco had a great game. But Madison Cepeda may be our DDC Plainswomen of the contest tonight. We'll talk about that on our post-game show. She makes the first, 23 now. And the second, 24 now. Timeout El Trip to advance it, 61-53. Western Engineering Consultants provides a big firm product and a small firm relationship. Visit westerneci.com for more information when it comes to your next project. I like what I see at NJC, and I told it to Danielle Rinaldo, somebody that I covered as a player in high school. I covered all of her siblings in high school. Her brother's the football coach out at Pete's now. I've covered him. I said, I really like your team, too, from what I've seen. And they've not done bad tonight. They've just found an NJC team that they found a little bit of their mojo. And first game out of break, you never know getting back into the flow of the game, how it's going to be. Inbound pass for El Trip. Alicia Trujillo drops it in the lane. Shot up off the mark, no good from Carl, but she's fouled, and she heads to the line. Daniela Garcia-Gasco's 4th foul of the game. 8-point lead, 4.9 seconds remaining, looking like Plainswomen will be 1-0 in 2026. First free throw goes in for Caro. 7 points for her. Multitude of players at 6 or 7. One at 10 as the second goes in for Sabella Caro. 61-55, inbound pass, ball tipped. Sena will corral it. El Trip won't foul, and NJC takes their first win of 2026, 61-55. That's the way you kick off a new year. Post-game show next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.